Hey everybody, it's Colby Mills with Legacy Point Realty. I'm here to go over the market update for August for North Texas. As you can see, we have had an impressive month in August. We had double-digit increases in number of units sold pretty much across the board. If you look, these numbers are not small numbers, they are quite impressive. It also brings our year-to-date up almost 4.8% over this time last year. So these numbers, they are fantastic. Denton County shows a little bit less than everybody else. However, everybody is up. Cook County, Grayson County, they've led the way, and it is a strong month of August. Next thing we look at is the median sales price. Again, the increase in median sales price was pretty impressive, 7.5% on the whole. If you look at the year to date, we're 1.6% this year over last year, 1.6% increase. We did see some months back earlier this year when COVID first hit where we saw the median sales prices fall just slightly. They are starting to recover. July, August, they have really made some big improvements and got us back into a overall increase for 2020. The next thing we look at is the months on hand, how much inventory is out there. If you're a buyer and you've been out looking at property, you know that there's not much inventory, and this shows it right here. Less than 2 months of inventory, which is absolutely, it makes it absolutely difficult for buyers to find properties because there's so many people out there looking, they're competing against each other, they're bidding against each other. Throw on top of that low interest rates. It is a very difficult time to be a buyer right now. Some of you have seen multiple offers above ask price. So yes, this is very low as far as inventory is concerned for real estate. We'd like to see 4 to 6 months be a healthy, I say a healthy market where it's not leaning one way or the other. This is obviously leaning in favor of sellers. And you throw on top of that the increase in number of units sold being double digits, and this justifies, hey, this is why we're seeing lower inventory right now. The next thing we look at are the days on market. On the whole, everything is selling quicker. Grayson County and Fannin County were a little slower. Nothing to be concerned about. It's just kind of surprising. However, on the whole, everything is about 12 days faster than this time last year. And then the last thing we'd like to look at is the closed price versus the list price. If you see, we're at 98.5% closed to list price this year, whereas last year was 96.9%. The sellers are not having to come down as much, are not having to negotiate as much. A lot of factors have to play into that. The biggest one being that there's very little inventory out there, and buyers are competing, and they're driving the price up. It's basic economics, supply and demand. So whenever you have less supply, the demand is higher, and the sellers don't have to be as negotiable as they have in the past. So again, this is what we see. What we saw in August is a pretty big increase over this time last year in the close to list price ratio. Now, what does all that mean? Right now, we're in a very strong seller's market. A lot of people have asked me over the past several months, hey, what's the market like? Is it hot? Is it slow? What is it? What can we expect? And the answer is right now in August and the start of September, it was impressive. It was a very strong seller's market. People are out there buying. They're being competitive with each other. Interest rates are still historically low, and that's driving people out there to lock in those low rates. One of the things with the low inventory, some of the sellers did pull their properties off the market just because of the uncertainty of COVID. So that also is playing into why there's a little bit of a lack of inventory out there. Now, what does this look like going forward? I honestly don't know. We have not seen the full ramifications of having shut down over the spring and summer months. We still have mandates that our governor has in place. We have not seen all businesses open back up. So there will be an economic impact that we will see. We haven't seen it yet, though. So as of right now, August, September, it's still a strong seller's market. I think during the fall and the winter months, it's still going to remain that. I think after the election, we'll have a pretty good, clear picture of what is going to happen. But right now, it is a very strong seller's market. Hey, if you or anybody else that you know have questions about real estate, you need help in real estate, you're wanting to buy, sell, lease, invest. I mean, you saw the median sales price increases. It's a great investment, real estate is. So if that's you, if you have questions, reach out. My number is 903-818-6452. Again, it's Colby Mills with Legacy Point Realty. Y'all have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.